I wasn't recording.
On either side of the tram, you'll see several sets, props, and vehicles used in the Jurassic Park films. For example, on our left is this big metal blue cage. It looks like it holds a velociraptor. That's made out of World. Also from Jurassic Park: The Lost World. On your left is the mobile lab unit. You might remember this getting pushed off a giant cliff by a couple of T-Rexes. And as a special treat for you guys, got a few of the actors to pop out and say hello. That's nice. Coming out to greet their fans. That's what it's all about here in Hollywood. You just gotta get up, get people's faces.
Ow, fuck!
A solid expression. It looks like R4 just figured out what I'm talking about. Great. Now, weather can play a pretty integral role in the Jurassic Park films. Here in sunny Southern California, we like to create the weather ourselves.
Hi, everybody. Here's today's forecast for the Universal Backlot. It's going to be sunny and dry at 6 Points, Texas.
Here in our Old Mexico sets, he's exaggerating a little bit, but we are going to do a weather demonstration for him. Let me create rain in the movie business. It's a pretty complicated effect. Frankly, I would be surprised if anyone on the track has ever heard of the term before. Here in Hollywood, we call it sprinklers, right? High-tech stuff. What we do is we shoot the water up into the air using our sprinklers. This allows the water to fall back down to the ground naturally using what we call
on
in the
YouTube.
movie industry gravity. And then it looks just like the real stuff, right? High-tech special effects. Now, you may have seen these Old Mexico sets in movies like Three Amigos, starring Chevy Chase, Steve Martin, and Martin Short. Nacho Libre with Jack Black. Beat That Liar
Jack
with
Black
Ricky
Ninja,
Gomez.
Ninja Turtle, Jack Black Ninja,
Recognize all the sets
half
before
shell,
in the movie.
Turtle
Lady Gaga's
Power.
Music video Judas filmed out there. Oh, you may have let these sprinklers run too long, you know, you did.
Oh, no.
Maybe I can turn this. Oh! Sorry about that. That was full to thousands of gallons of recycled water being released from taking the top of the hill. We do it all day long. Here's a look at that flash flood in the movie Big Fat Liar. You can't run the road, can Now we're rolling through the rest of our Old Mexico sets, which was turned into Peru in Indiana Jones, the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, when you see Harrison Ford wandered around a very busy bazaar with Shia LaBeouf. But just like that, we are across Texas sets. They were here for about 2 months straight last year, shooting for the new film. And just last week, we had a pretty big movie filming here, the upcoming film Call of the Wild, starring Harrison Ford. It felt like nobody was filming in our Western sets for many, many years, and now it's kind of the hottest place to film. I think Flix with Sandra Bullock in there. They just wrapped up the game show, Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? Remember that show was on the air like 10, 15 years ago? They're bringing it back. And right now, Soundstage 26 and 27 on the other side of the lake is where we are filming the new NBC sitcom Sunnyside, which will be premiering later this month. Now, the lake on our left-hand side has been here a lot longer. That's Park Lake. It's probably most famous for being the Black Lagoon and the creature from the Black Lagoon, the 1954 film. The monster movie genre is a huge part of Universal's history. Classic films like Dracula, Frankenstein, The Wolfman, Hunchback of Notre Dame, The Mummy, they all filmed here at Universal. That's what put us on the map in the early days of movie making. And most of those films shot right up here in our Little Europe sets, which we are going to take you through today. But it might not be quite as scary as it used to be, because now it's more commonly known as The Good Place.
You, Eleanor Shellstrop, are dead.
Cool.
This location, the afterlife, come on. I've never ever seen this. You're in the good place.
I'm not supposed to be here.
Now, if you've seen the show, you know they live in the most perfect town ever created. The shops like all chocolate everything fits, tons of frozen yogurt. But the only reason we are driving through here right now is because like I mentioned earlier, up until about 2 weeks ago, for the last 4 years, this is The Good Place, neighborhood 12358W. They just finished filming the final season. So just a couple days ago, they finally loaded out all their equipment and set pieces to open up for the trams again. But coming up directly in front of Car 1, there's a yogurt shop with a bright green door. That is the same building that's on your screens that the couple is walking in front of. Gives you an idea of how everything's laid out in this town. Now, if you've not seen The Good Place, the first 3 seasons are currently available on Netflix. You can watch watch it, get ready for the final season 4 to premiere later this month. And don't worry, the show wasn't canceled or anything. The creator, Mike Schur, wanted the entire story to be told in 4 seasons. So it's a nice, complete story. You can catch up now before it all wraps up later this year.
Can't risk going to the bad place.
Maybe it's not all that bad.
How can I help you?
What is the bad place like?
Well, it doesn't sound awesome.
Well, we're going to take you from a good place to a nice place. We have this lovely little home coming up on our left-hand side.
Oh my God, no! No! I'm all wet!
A little preview for when you go into Jurassic World. Alright, well, it wasn't nice. It was used to make some photos. Take a look.
Well, I'm barely wet.
Director Steven Spielberg used nighttime scenes to increase the terror of his films, like when a young woman is attacked during a midnight swim.
Fun fact, Jaws was actually based on a real town. Like, it's taking place in a real town.
Out, birds are chirping, and look at that, they caught the shark. It's hanging right over the dock. I don't think we have anything to worry about. We're just gonna roll on by, maybe go in for a quick dip if you like. Oh, you know what? I do not like the sound of that music. I think we may have caught the wrong shark.
Oh no. Get out of there! Oh no. We're gonna die. We're gonna die. Dude, we're gonna die from a shark attack. I got my phone out. That's that. I mean, squirted. Oh fuck, that's actually really warm. I can actually feel it. Oh my god, it's super warm.
It's like mangoes, not like that fruit.
Yeah, I guess so. Oh no. Fire. Fire. Oh god. Shark. Shark attack.
I don't like it, I don't like it.
I feel so bad. I feel so bad for you.
Too, because you all look so thoroughly terrified, but it's not a real shark. I know you thought it was. They don't swim backwards in the wild like this guy. That's what we call a mechanical shark, right? Kind of like the one they used when they were shooting the movie Jaws. However, their shark didn't always work as well as ours. For weeks leading up to the first day of filming, Steven Spielberg and his team built this amazing mechanical shark that they tested over and over and over again. Well, on the first day of filming, they brought the shark out to the East Coast. They filmed the movie right off the coast of Martha's Vineyard. They put the mechanical shark in the Atlantic Ocean, and the shark immediately sank to the bottom. So they had to hire a team of divers to go find the shark, dig it out, bring it back to the surface. The team had to fix all the problems. They ended up going 9 months over schedule, way over budget. The movie was nicknamed Flaws. This is all because of a shark that doesn't even appear in the movie for the first 90 minutes. Spoiler alert, you guys, the movie was a huge hit, so don't worry about it. Now, I want you to take another look at the lovely seaside town on our left-hand side. Again, the movie Jaws didn't film here. It filmed on the East Coast. We built this as an attraction in 1976 after the movie was a big success. But it doesn't mean we won't film out here. Some of you may recognize this by another name, also known as Cabot Cove, for 12 seasons on the television series Murder, She Wrote. Oh, that's right, Angela Lansbury. Fans used to ride her bicycle all over that dock and just solved hundreds of murders. What a terrible place to live. Somebody was murdered in that town literally every single week for 12 years. What a nightmare. Thank goodness Angela Lansbury was there to save the day. They also used the home coming up on our right. It's little White House on top of the hill. Production on our lot. We used 11 sound stages, 9 football fields worth of artificial snow. To create the Seuss-like shapes of the buildings, they were made out of styrofoam and chicken wire. We used nearly 2 million linear feet of styrofoam to create the town of Whoville.
You're a bad banana with a greasy black pig.
Now, if you thought the Grinch was a bad banana with a greasy black peel, you had no idea who was really living right next door.
Oh no.
So the Grinch isn't so bad when you have Norman Bates from Psycho hanging out a few feet away. We got the Bates Motel and Mother's House up on the hill for the 1960 film Psycho, directed by Alfred Hitchcock. Two of our most famous still standing sets that we have on
Oh my
our
gosh, so what's inside?
Mother's House is built. Oh, look at that, you guys. Looks like Mr. Norman Bates is here today helping that tired lady out to her car. Very helpful, very hospitable, very nice. Maybe lots of pillows and blankets back there. Cozy. Hey Norman, a lot of out-of-towners looking for a place to stay. Any recommendations for us? Maybe all right, tonight. All right, we're gonna go. You know, Norman, don't worry about it. We're leaving. Why don't you head back inside? Maybe take off that corduroy coat. A little warm for today. I think maybe the heat's making you cranky. You don't have to come any closer, Norman. We're not gonna do this. Oh, wow, you guys, I'm so sorry. The rumors are true. He is kind of rude, right? Somebody running a motel is hospitality skills. Now the set was for you.
Again, to sit down to talk about the world. But I thought, what if the 747 goes down right in a big neighborhood? Because it's just something you don't see.
You're doing good. Here to Universal Studios. All right, guys, one last announcement. We're about to... On the other side of these trees coming up on the right, you'll see a lovely log cabin. We'll get a nice view of it. If you learned everything you need to know about movie making, you are ready to star in your film. It's called Fast and Furious Supercharged. It starts right now, you guys. This is our first location, Sullivan's Garage. Street Racer Hangout Joint. Tensions are running a little high because Shaw is on the lookout for somebody on this tram. Location 2, party scene. Get the energy up. We're going to finish things off with a car chase through Los Angeles. Okay, actors in position, lights are on, cameras are rolling, action.
My name is Roman Pierce. Pleased to meet you. My buddy Hobbs asked us to stash you from Shaw for a while. So we brought you in our secret spot.
Alright, look guys, we're gonna keep Shaw from finding you, but to keep you safe, we need your help. We don't want the syndicate tracking us here, so put away your cameras and turn off your cell phones.